go onto my website and hit subscribe to newsletter. We have a special WhatsApp group. These sessions were designed in the beginning of the pandemic for helping seniors less mobile, the vulnerable. I have care homes joining. I now have expanded this to absolutely everyone. If you're sitting at your desk, on your sofa, if you're going through the menopause, it is Menopause Awareness Month. I'm going to get all my participants just to start moving, just to start off with, while I quickly explain the importance of talking about the menopause and age you are, you have women in your lives, whether you're male, female, maybe older females that are on Zoom. Talk to your daughters, talk to your daughter-in-laws, talk to your sisters, your nieces, your grandchildren. Try and normalize the conversation. I'm sharing a lot, especially on my Instagram, and I'm now a very proud patron of the Menopause Mandate, and it's World Menopause Day coming up on the 18th. So just follow some of my channels. I've just shared something this morning, which really is the basics of what is perimenopause, what is HRT, and how it affects South Asian women as well, a little bit earlier, it looks like, than the average white female. So really trying to raise awareness in this space. Let's crack on with today. We're going to start with a little feet. I've got you doing a few steps there, but we are going to hit cardio, strength training, which is super important. I don't have my mother-in-law with me today. Unfortunately, she has lost her brother who was living in Kenya, so she's flown over there for his funeral and prayers. So Om Shanti, and may he rest in peace, but Mummy is there. And she will hopefully be back in a week or two. But if anyone wants to join me and lives in Northwest London, you are welcome, especially my Zoom participants I can see on my top screen. Send me a message if you'd like to come on live with me. We're going to start with a bit of breath work, but today we're going to do something slightly different. So I will show you seated and standing exercises. You do what you can. We're going to try and breathe in while we raise our shoulders up to our ears, and then exhale as we drop them. So today we're going to build in the movement with our breath. We are engaging our stomach muscles. We're trying to suck in our belly button towards our spine. We are keeping our backs lovely and straight. Our neck is nice and neutral to your spine. Breathing in as you lift the shoulders, and exhale as you drop them. Lovely. Just some lovely shoulder shrugs to start. Inhale, exhale. If anyone wants to bring in the arms, you can even try and lift with straight arms up towards it and sweeping motion down. I'll do that seated, lifting up. So if you're at your desk, you've been sitting for long periods, play this back on YouTube, get it done, and you will feel great, I promise, afterwards, even if it's a few minutes. Inhale and exhale. Amazing. We're going to do the same now with our shoulder movements. We're going to try and use our breath. We normally do a very still breath snack, but today I wanted to do a little bit more movement, dynamic, just some movements you can do whenever you're sitting for long periods, but really focus on deep breaths here. Inhaling lots of positivity, exhaling any negativity. I have explained, let's change direction. I have explained before that if you breathe out for a longer time period than your inhale, we're going to help kick in our lovely parasympathetic nervous system to help us alleviate anxiety, stress, and bring the body in a nice rest, relaxing, sort of digestive state, away from that fight or flight that we are so on, especially when you're leading very busy lifestyles. So the power of breath with a bit of movement. We're going to do our feel-good hug. Similarly, breathing in, maybe extend out the arms, really arch the back. Lift through your chin. If you're seated, stay seated, whatever works for you. Breathing in, and then exhale. I want you to and wrap your lovely arms around yourself, giving yourself a lovely big hug. I'm really curving the back, getting a nice C shape on purpose. Chin to chest. Let's try a few more. Breathing in. Really fill those lungs up with positivity. Exhale, wrap your arms maybe the other way around you. Seated or standing, these feel good hugs are going to make you feel good. Releasing some that lovely love. It's free. We can use it anytime you're feeling down. Big hugs, everybody. Can you send one hug to someone? Anyone that comes to mind, a loved one, maybe give them a call after this workout, tell them about our Feel Good Hug. It's dedicated to them, and wonderful. And last exercise with our breath, just to really warm the upper body up. We're going to breathe in, lifting the arms, and exhale. Maybe really nice and slow. So where I was talking about the power of a long exhale, breathing out. So breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. Whatever works. You could do 3 breathing in and 5 out, or maybe 4 breathing in and 6 out. Just count in your head. I'm going to give you a chance to do 1 or 2 more, really expanding your lungs, but we're using our arms, lifting up. Good morning to Anne Taylor, who is new on our Zoom community. We've got Pravin Shah, we've got Chansing, Pran and Solaben, we've got Irish Auntie. I'm pretty sure we've got my mum on here. We've got Andrew. We've got Purnima Ben. I'm just going to have a quick flip. Geeta Ben, Hamida Auntie, Taruna Auntie. Lots and lots of you on Zoom. Relax there. Last one. We're going to reach over, breathe in, and breathe out. Let's try it maybe with both arms. So reach over, inhale if you want to do one arm, that's fine. Exhale as you come back. Can you feel that lovely side stretch? If you're seated or standing, inhale and exhale. We are all like this, I feel, this modern day lifestyle, especially even my children, some of them are on screens most of the day. So we're really trying to keep our backs lovely and improve our posture and our spine health. Inhale, good wakey, and exhale. Brilliant work. Are we good on Zoom? We're going to do some little neck nods. So I'm going to give you a chance to say yes to me, yes to working out, yes to feeling good. We're lifting through our chin, lift the head up, and then bring that chin down to your chest if you can. Just relax the shoulders. We're always trying to bring those shoulder blades back and down, just like that little box shape I often teach you. So reset your spine. And we're just doing some yeses, some positivity this morning. Breathing in, breathing out as you bring it down to your chest. You can stay seated, whatever feels good. Inhale, exhale. Say yes to investing in your physical, your mental health. You are here. There's going to be incredible benefits, the things you can't see, not how we look, but for reducing risk of so many chronic illnesses, from diabetes to Alzheimer's to osteoporosis, heart disease, cancers, the list goes on. Shall we say no to any negativity? So no, we're just turning our head side to side. These are just some really easy movements. You could just play for 5 or 10 minutes if that's all you have, as a little exercise snack on the sofa or at your desk, or tell your loved ones to go onto YouTube and just play this part of the workout. We're going to do some spinal twists now. So hands behind your ears. I'll demonstrate standing, but you can do seated. Stomach muscles are in tight. Imagine sucking it all in and really hold them tight, but breathe through. We're just twisting around. Exhale, inhale back to the middle. Exhale, just go as far as you can. I feel it straight away in the middle part of my back. And depending on how maybe I've slept, how many hours I've been at my desk or driving, or even using my phone, my back can really feel this. Good. Exhale. Keep those stomach muscles tight. So you're almost trying to twist through your torso. Really easy spinal twist and back to the middle. One more just before we move on to our bands or belts. We're going to do a little bit of pointing and flexing. So we're going to start with our hands. We just point away, and then we're flexing into a fist. A tight fist. I'm really extending my fingertips and coming in. So I can see some of you, my mum has got a new move. I'm going to copy my mum. She started her bicep curls from Dementia. I like that little alternative. She's given me ideas. I'm feeding off everyone that I can see on Zoom. Let's add some bicep curls if you want. And then the next challenge is to maybe point your toes at the same time and bring the leg in. Can we do that? We are going to try and keep our brains fit. So those neural pathways, we are pointing the toes, pointing the fingers, and then we're bringing that leg and arm back in. Can we do that? That's brilliant. Really good challenge for our brain. A bit of coordination, and Alzheimer's and dementia can start in your mid to late 30s, early 40s. So even there, I forgot my pointing of my toe there, because I'm trying to talk as well. I'm really trying to challenge my brain here. Shall we do a couple more? If you can't do both, just do anything that suits you. And, you know, I'm a big supporter of Alzheimer's Society. Exercise plays a huge role in helping to reduce risks. And especially as females, we have a higher risk. If there's lots of females I can see on screen, and relax. Well done, everyone. You are going to grab a belt, a pair of old, maybe a resistance band. Lots of you have them on my Zoom screen, but if you're new to these workouts, get something stretchy. Even your scarf might work. And if it doesn't work, just do the movement without any equipment. We're going to do our signature Lavina shoulder floss, the prescription I want you to do daily, ideally. Trying to bring the arms up, coming behind your head, either with a bend in the arms, maybe not even going all the way around, but eventually keeping it nice and symmetrical. Good. So breathing in and out. I've got them straighter this time to show you what I'd like you to eventually build up to. Some of you have been doing it a long time. You can make it harder by moving your hands closer. And if you've got a resistance band, just pick up off Amazon. You could make it really challenging by using this resistance on the band. Well done, everyone. Inhale, make sure you're breathing, and exhale. You can do this seated like a lot of you are doing. Beautiful. I can see Ayushanti and her husband on Zoom. Symmetrical shoulder flossing. Do you start feeling a little bit of burning sensation in the arms? Give me a nod on Zoom if you can feel that. Yes? Mum's giving me a thumbs up. So relax, rejoin if you need to. We're going to go for 5 more. I'm just pushing you a little bit more, but if you're beginners, please do whatever you're able to do. So we're really getting this shoulder, ball and socket joint. We're trying to increase that ability, that range of movement. So sometimes those shoulders are so neglected. They do so much for us. And 2, in, breathing out and relax. Woo, give it a shake. The arms are working today. Don't worry, we're going to get legs involved as well. We're going to do another one for our back first. We're going to bring both arms straight forward, and we're going to hold it fairly loose until you can use. One arm stays straight. The other arm is going to stay elbow at shoulder height. And I'm bringing it around like a bow and arrow. You know how you're aiming like Robin Hood, bow and arrow, squeezing back. I'm trying to target all of these back muscles. I'm keeping my arms strong. If you don't have a band, you can actually use some light baked bean tins or soup tins. And you maybe even just body weight, but really try and squeeze these shoulder blades together at the back. So we're exhaling and inhaling. Breathe out on the hard part, this stretch. Breathe out and in. Are your wrists lovely and straight to your forearm? Wherever you hold any weight, try and keep it straight. Lovely. Thanks, Hamida. I can see you've got your resistance band out. Well done, Marion. Well done, Geeta Auntie. Well done, Taruna Auntie. Is that a new band or is it the normal one? It's a new band. She's got new dumbbells and new bands. I'm very impressed. Breathe out. One more on each side and breathe in. At any point you feel any tension, just circle it out. Maybe some shoulder rolls, maybe some neck rolls. It can be quite intense, this lactic acid that builds up. We're going to do one more where we're going to bring our arms very tight, hold the back or your scarf or your belt really nice and tight. Already we're trying to activate our body, in our upper body, and we're going to try and bring up. If you remember our shoulder shrugs, we're not at the top, we're at the bottom. We're keeping those shoulders away from our ears, even in this movement. That's why I got you to do them at the beginning as part of the mobility snack. Inhale, exhale. So keep it tight. We're trying to create tension to keep those muscles working. Inhale and exhale. Good. Straight to the arms. A way that you can try and breathe up and back down. Breathing in and out. One more. Inhale and exhale. Woo. We're giving the arms a good challenge today. I might have to rename this on YouTube as a very upper body focus, but we're going to do one more. And here you don't have to use a band too hard. Palms up, the band, really long. We've hopefully got a. All we're going to do is squeeze a little. And you see, I'm just pulsing out. So you can hold it a bit tighter if you need a bit more resistance, or you're going to just squeeze, pulse. We're breathing out. It's just a small movement. You're really trying to target. I'm not even bringing my arms too far in, but I've got my arms long. Can you see they're quite straight? It is a bit of a burner. If you've got it, you'll be able to feel it in. We're doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Ooh, I feel that. Everyone feel that on Zoom? Yes? Another alternative is just to circle out the arm. So if you don't want to do the band, because we're going to do one last challenge with the palms down, the same movement, but with your palms facing down. We're just going to pulse it. And here I'm really squeezing those shoulder blades together. So we could do this seated pulse. Just breathe. Chop. Keep it going if you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, march. Give those arms a little bit of, let all the toxins and the lactic acid, just shake it all out. Let's get our steps in. In between, we're going to start our strength section very soon, but I'm going to get you to get your steps in. Fast or slow, seated or standing, working, sitting on the sofa, wherever you are, you can pick it up. If I've got all ages, jog, can you go for 10 more seconds? I'm going to have a little flick on Zoom. I've got so many of you on, and have a little look at. We've got Malik, Fulton, Naku, Ari, and Dave, Nilesh, Fulton, Daria, hi. And I will come and talk to you at the end. Andrew sends me the most beautiful. I hope I get to respond to you every week, but it really lights up my day. We're going for 5 more. 2, 1. Andrew, I think it was your Barbara's special birthday. I'm just going to flick the screen so that I can see Andrew. Hopefully, I can come by at some point and wish Barbara a happy birthday. But happy birthday to Barbara, who's Andrew's beautiful, amazing wife. So lots of love from everyone here. Let's go into some bicep curls. So here, I'm showing you without any weight, because I want you to think about the muscles we're engaging. We will be seated because we're going to add in a little leg exercise. But here, we're coming up, shoulders are relaxed, stomach muscles are in, back is straight. Neck is neutral, lovely and straight, and we're squeezing up towards your shoulders, and you're slowly releasing back down. You can grab some tins, maybe some milk cartons, maybe some plastic bottles, whatever suits you. And if you've been doing my workouts before, the idea is to challenge yourself over time. Start off light, really start increasing the weight with whatever you've got at home. To add a bit of a brain challenge, we're going to tap one foot and we curl and come back in. Tapping one foot, standing, I can see, tapping away. So keeping your stomach muscles tight. Really think about those biceps, the front of your arms. Breathe out, breathe in. Can we go slower on this negative, this eccentric part of the exercise? There's a lot of research going on about that being really effective for our muscles. Can you feel it yet? We're going for about 5 more, a few extra reps today to challenge anyone, but stop if you need to. 3, good. I've got these lovely laundry bottles, they're so handy. 2, good, and 1. Excellent. Did you feel it? If you didn't, you can change weight. We're going to do 1 more set, but first we're going to add in a few more steps. We're going to see if we can get to maybe 1,000 steps or so in this workout. I'm guessing seated or standing. Keep it going. Well done, everyone. Keep stepping out. I am flicking through Zoom here because I really want to see lots of you today. There's like 3 or 4 screens of you all on Zoom. Well done. Some of you are still tins or 1 kg dumbbells like Taruna Auntie while you're walking out. Super work. Hamida Auntie's got some hand weights I can see. Great work, everyone. 10 more seconds, but rest. This is a bit of a challenge doing strength training with some cardio, but you're allowed to rest here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Well done. Did you all feel those bicep curls? We are going to try again. Maybe if you didn't feel it, your elbows stay close to your body, like stuck in, so there's no gap. You're going to keep everything strong. You've got a chance now to maybe go from tins, if you're using tins, to finding some plastic bottles or something that's a bit more challenging if you want to. If you're beginners, start off very light. But the beauty of strength training is to progress over time. So we can do the total 12 repetitions now, but stop early if you need to. So we're tapping out as we come. Challenge. If you don't like the tap, relax it down. Good. Exhale, inhale. I can't help but notice Taruna Auntie has got new dumbbells. Yay! How exciting. Good. So is my mom. Keep your wrists lovely and straight. Breathe out. Well done. We can tap with the heel or the toe. And we go slower for the last 3. Good. And 2. Slow it even on the way down. Breathe out as you come. Last 1. And relax. Super work, everyone. Shake it out. I feel like we should do a little bit of boxing. So again, I'm going straight into cardio. to keep the aerobic system working, to try and hit our targets 2 or 3 times a week. If you could do these workouts off YouTube, maybe walk, cycle, swim, whatever is your cardio, but strength training 2 to 3 times a week would be really the big tick in the box to help reduce risks of so many chronic illnesses. We can do a bit of boxing here. So shall we do 10 seconds of boxing? Or you can rest. So whatever feels good, but we love a bit of boxing. Great stress reliever. Last 5. Punch it out. 4, 2, and 1. Excellent work. Lovely boxing by everyone. We're now going to do some sit and stand. So this is where we're going to work our lower body. We can either use your chair if you're not able to, and I'm giving you an alternative for any care homes that use these workouts regularly. Anyone that's not able to stand at the moment, even if you're stuck behind Zoom, you can do something else. You can just lift your leg up when you're watching TV even, and let's all do this. I want you to target these muscles. These are your quadriceps. So extend the leg. If it feels easy, hold it for a few seconds. Put your hands on your thighs. These muscles help hear about knee pain, and really find this is such an effective exercise, but we can make it challenging by really sending those brain, really mind over muscle connection there. So breathe out, extend the leg, and in. That is level 1. I always go through these in case today you don't want to do the full sit and stand. If you do, and level 2 is with the support of a chair. So we're having our knees coming out in line with your toes, never coming in, and you're making sure they stay slightly back so you can see toes. We're going to use the chair, all of us, just to activate a couple of inches up and carefully coming down. As you lift, think about engaging your stomach, squeeze the muscles in your legs, in your glutes, in your thighs, everywhere. Keep it tight. Breathing out as you lift. Let's do one more. This is level 2. For anyone that just wants to stay on this level the whole time, that's fine. Level 3, a lot of you know already on Zoom because you're regular. We are going all the way up, maybe keeping your hands away from the chair if you've got good balance, and coming slowly down. Now, are you checking that the weight stays in the back part by your heels? You're checking that you can see your toes. Are you squeezing all the muscles in and tight? And are you breathing? We're going to go for 5 more, just simple sit and stands. Good. Ideally, I'd like you to do 3 sets of 10, maybe even every other day. Build up to every day. Maybe just start off once a week. Breathe out, slowly coming down. Check your form. Is your stomach tight? Are you breathing out? Can you all give me a little smile on Zoom? Good. And a lot of you are in prayer position. I love it. One more. And slowly down. That's just body weight. Can you feel your heart rate's gone up? Definitely feel mine has gone up because we're building new muscle. We're burning calories. The more muscle you have, the more your metabolism is going to be on point and active. And you're actually going to help lose weight through increased muscle mass. Yeah, I find this is so much more effective even than cardio. People forget to do strength training. We're going to go again. I'm giving you a chance to rest. You can pick up a weight. I'm going to show one last option for level 4. Don't move your furniture around, but find a back of a chair or a table or something. If anyone wants to try this one, that's only for people that have been doing them a while. Your knees are going to stay back, but now you're imagining the chair is behind you and you're squeezing up. So this is another option, but I want you to make sure you do these correctly. Inhale, exhale. Obviously, the freestanding squat is what I do regularly, and that is with no support. So I'm literally here, squeezing up, yeah, with a weight, sometimes even with a barbell on my back. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see. So let's do whatever option you want. Maybe add in some weights, some tins, some plastic bottles. I've got a lovely kettlebell, so I'm going to use my kettlebell. But whatever you've got, safe household object, we're going to go for 10 of whatever you can do. So starting low, inhale, exhale, knees out, staying back, squeeze up. Good. Slowly come down. Don't rush to come down. Even if you just touch down and not fully sit, that's a progression. Squeeze up. In your own time, give me 10 if you can. Lovely squeeze up. Keep it going. I'm going to have a little look on Zoom. I am here. Just keep it going for me. Excellent. Well done, Angela. Well done, Andrew, on the back of his chair. There's Provincia, Noria, Chancing, lovely Nilesh, Marion, Hamida Auntie, Geeta Auntie. How are we getting on? Some of you are using your body, some of you are using milk cartons, I've seen. Some of you have got dumbbells. Geeta Auntie, you've got something from your kitchen, which is fabulous. And squeeze up and relax. Good work, everyone. Have a little rest. Maybe give your feet a little shake out. If you're here standing, just let them go. We're going to do it one more time today. So each workout I write out. This is a bit of a challenge. If you can't do this and you just want to march it out. This time, if you are doing sit and stand fully, we're going to try. You can still do this exercise. And with whatever weight you've got, we're going to try and add in a shoulder press. So I'm just showing you here that if you're still seated, you can do a leg extension and a shoulder press. If you're standing with a sit and stand, as the movement comes up, we're going to press, breathe out, hold your trophies above your head, and then slowly make sure you're still doing perfect squats. Yeah, so I don't want your form to go. Some of you have already started, so we're pushing up for 10 in your own time. Are your knees tracking, going out in the same direction as your toes? Keep going. I will keep repeating the teaching points because I can't have anything wrong and I can't see all of you at the same time, whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, Zoom, or YouTube. I want you to do things perfectly. 3. So if you're tired and your form goes wrong, stop early. I'd rather you do less and do them well. Can we do 2 more? Let me have a little look on Zoom. Amazing. Let me see if I can have a change this view. Can we all see each other now? There's lots of you with your cameras on. Super work. And 1 more for everyone. Yay. Excellent work. Smile, everyone. Good work, team. Well done. Do you feel your heart rate? Everyone thumbs up. Do you feel a bit out of breath? Good. Marion's having a drink. Have some water if you need it. Please stay hydrated. Let's shake it out again. We are going to go into a little bit of a coordinated move. So we're going to seated or standing. We're going to exhale. We're going to start working our stomach muscle. If you're seated, it's elbow coming to opposite knee. And I want you to try and use the body. So really keep your elbows wide rather than we're cheating if we go really narrow. Keep them wide each time. Crisscross across the body like you're drawing an X shape. Crunch. Breathe out each time. If you're tired, have a little bit more rest. Join us when you're ready. Crunching through. Can you keep your stomach even tighter? So you're using them. Good. Breathe out, crunch through. Lovely. If you can, we're going for the last 5. Your stamina, some of you, is fabulous. I can see lots on Zoom that maybe a few months ago you might not have been able to do as much as we're doing today. So well done. Your stamina, your fitness. You can feel the difference. The more you do, the fitter you'll get, and relax. But obviously have rest days as well. Rest is very important to build muscle, to get that recovery and to gain that strength. I rest. Sometimes I do nothing. Don't worry. I do have rest days. So let's relax now. We're going to do a little bit now where we're going to do a slightly different move. I want you to do it without any weight. I want you to be here. We have our lovely 90 degrees, seated or standing. Here, can you see my wrist is directly above the elbow? Then my elbow is at shoulder height. So my mom is here, good. Now she's brought it back down here. So if I came with a protractor, we would be perfect. So keep your wrists like your elbow. How do you rotate just your wrists? You might not be able to, so bringing your arms down. Can you see one side is higher than the other? And we're going to bring it back. This is a good one to do in front of the mirror. I'm going to try and even out there. So I'm bringing that down. It's quite difficult to keep the elbows in exactly the same position. And you twist down and up. I'll show you from the side. I'm keeping everything straight, coming down, up. Isn't it challenging? We'll do 2 more, and then I want you to tell me, just with indication of thumbs up or thumbs down. Oh, I can feel that in my shoulders. Relax it down. Thumbs up if that was quite hard. Was that? Yes? Or yeah, you found it hard. If you found it easy, give me some thumbs down. Let's have a look. Anyone found it very easy? Communicating. So good. Sarah, teach you all saying thumbs up. Andrew, thumbs up or thumbs down? In the middle. Then we've got a mixture. This is a bit of rotation that we don't usually get. So you could practice this when you're seated or standing. I'm just showing you different exercises, different ways that we can move. And I've already noticed that one side is slightly higher than the other. So I'm going to practice that in front of the mirror. We're then going to chest press. So we're going to squeeze in that same 90 degrees. Here we're working these muscles here. So we're going to squeeze in and out. Now we are going to do this seated because I want you to do those lovely leg extensions as an option, lifting one leg up and bringing it down. Coordination to keep our brains fit. Exhale and down. We're not using weight. We're going to do 3 more, and then I'm going to give the option of adding in your dumbbells, your plastic bottles, your tins, whatever you've got, and relax. Woo. How do you feel? So let's grab some light weights and let's do a little bit, whatever weights you've got. And I really mean tins. Baby tins are the best way to start before you invest in dumbbells. Try them out. We're starting here. We're going to bring one leg up. Exhale. Back to that perfect position. Squeezing in. If you can't coordinate the leg, just do the upper body. Breathe out. Breathe in as you go back. If you're tired, please stop. reset and rejoin. It's hard. I can really feel it because I've got challenging weights here. 3. We're going only for 8 because I can really feel it. 2. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. Last one. Goodness. I felt that. That is obviously with weights that I have increased up to over time. So start off light, but I do want you to try and challenge yourself. That's why I'm so happy that my mom, Taruna, Auntie, you're both regulars over the last 2 years and you've gone up in weight. So give yourself, everyone give yourself a little clap there. We're going to do a little blitz of cardio. So we're going to go back to our lovely boxing, shaking those arms out. Steps in as well. So if we're trying to hit, say, some people try and hit 10,000 steps is a good indicator. But that means while we're continuously working our aerobic system, if you're walking around the house doing housework, which is great because you're moving, but having a 10-minute walk is going to keep that heart rate up for a nice amount of time. So if you can, we're going to box it out. Mom, are you okay, my mom? Is she good? She's looking down. I'm just checking she's good. Lovely. Keep it going, guys. If we can, for 10 seconds, punch out any worries, any tension. 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Quite a lot we're doing today. And if you're new, I know we've got a couple of new people on Zoom that I can see, but even on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, please plan today. I'm pushing some of you a little bit more than we would normally. Brilliant work. Okay, guys. We are going to just throw in 10 press-ups, because you know I'm very a big advocate about press-ups, whether that's seated on a chair, and that can literally be hands on your thighs. Again, trying to get that 90-degree bend in those arms. We're going to push down and push away. This can be quite intense anyway, if you do nice and slow, stomach muscles in. If anyone regular wants to go to the wall, I'm going to show you the wall press-ups, which I normally have Mummy here with me doing while I'm demonstrating both. So inhale, exhale. I'm going to show you from the side. I'm just going to turn the Instagram camera very slightly so that they can see me here. This is really important to do with a nice straight line if you're standing, or against your kitchen island for progression. Hands at shoulder height, mine are quite further back your feet, the harder it is. So start off close, straight line from your head to your heels. We're getting a 90-degree bend. Inhale, exhale, push away. Well done. Everyone on Zoom, I'm coming to have a look at whether you're doing seated or standing. Super work. Let's see what everyone's doing here. Good, Marion. Good, Andrew. Good, Peter. Auntie Taruna. Fran and Sola and Charla and Aishanti. You can see whoever's cameras are on. Fabulous wall press up, some of you. 3 and 2, maybe. In your own time, when you're done, you get yours up to 10 in, even 8 good ones I'm happy with. Rather than trying to do too much, let's do things properly in life. Good, and relax. So I'm just having a little look on Instagram. Hello, Jamju99. I heard about this from my live the other day. I'm so glad you could join us. Great, we've got lots of people on Instagram. I hope you're moving with us all. So while you're resting, the next little bit of cardio we're going to do is a little bit of star jumps, because I feel like you guys are all stars wherever you're joining in from, whether it's for a minute, an exercise snack, or whether it's the full session. Let's do some star jumps. They're going to make you feel so happy, remind us of our childhood. You can do them seated. Give yourselves a big clap. My mother-in-law does them with double leg. You can do whatever variation you want. Standing, we're doing low impact only in these workouts, but by all means, do whatever level suits you. Let's keep going. Give yourself a clap. Okay. 5, 1. Excellent work. Have a breather. How are we doing? I often say a number out of 10. 0 is I'm asleep. I can just rest and do nothing. 10 is the hardest, Lavina. My mum's on 8. Beta auntie's on 9. Marion, I think I can see you're at about 7. Irish auntie's still moving. I think it's an 8. Hamida auntie has got 8 or 9. Haruna, you're getting very fit. And Taylor, let's see what Andrew is on. Let me get to my last screen. He's on number 8. Yay, Andrew, you came in first, so you're on. I'm flicking through screens to see you. But well done, everyone. Whatever you're on then, no. Some of you are on 9. If you're on 9, don't push it too much. If you're lower, let's go for the last 20 seconds. Let's do some more star jumps. 20 seconds if you can. Let's try and get that number up by 1. So maybe go a little bit faster. Just do what you can. Maybe you just really enjoy it. Keep going. 10 more seconds if you can. 7, you're all stars. Remember that. Whatever you're doing, you are here. You showed up. That's the main thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay. Super work. Brilliant, brilliant work. We're going to finish before we stretch with a little bit of important balance work. So yeah, by all means, just march it out, bring the heart rate down a little bit. We're going to try and do a bit of balance while we're still out of breath. So I brought it in at the end for a reason, to make it a little bit more challenging for some of you. So here, if you can't stand, I want you to think about just lifting your leg up and doing some hip circles in your seat. If you don't want to stand, we're keeping the body still. We're going to try and keep the hips lovely and low while we do some standing seated balance work. If you're standing, you have the option of hip circles or even on one leg for as long as possible. If you've got your chair near you, you've got support. If you've got a wall, that's perfect. Hold your stomach muscles in. If you're doing the hip circles, I'm just going to move these out of the way. I want you to try and keep everything still. So really try not to rotate. And let's go for a few small or big hip circles where we're trying to get the big ball and socket joint in our hips. That part gets really tight when we're seated, stressed. We're keeping these hips lovely and mobile. And if you're balancing, if you're holding onto your waist or your chair, the other leg is taking all your body weight. So you're trying to keep that really strong and relaxed. Shake out the leg that took your body weight. So we change directions. If you are seated, I will show you here how you're doing it. Change directions for me. Balance work every day is so important because it helps reduce your risks of falls. It also helps to correct muscle tension. So people like me that train quite regularly, doing a lot of exercise, We could be dominant on one side can be weaker than the other. So it's really good to correct and give both sides an equal chance to get strong. So let's switch over. I'm just moving around on my chair, but please don't move any further to yourself. We're going to do the other leg now. So if you're seated, just stay seated. Think about hip mobility, lubricating the hip joint, yeah? We hear about a lot of hip replacements as we get older. We're going to try and give our hips some love. 3, 2, and 1 in your own time. Can you see I'm keeping everything? So I'm really trying to isolate the movement here. You can hold on to your chair, maybe with your fingertips, so that could be progress. You could just be holding on a little bit less, but you've got it there for support. If you're seated, let me show you, you're still just circling out the leg. Even that is quite hard, keeping these muscles tight. 2, 1, join me when you're finished. Excellent, excellent work today. Come down to a seat. We are going to stretch. All seated, you deserve a good sit down, but you have to stretch for me. Don't rush off. We're going to just drop forward if you can. If you're not comfortable, just stay seated and just do some stretching at the top. But if you can, we're going to go into a little fold just to let the blood flow to the brain. And if you want, we can just rock side to side, either with straight arms or hands on opposite elbows. Let the head and neck fully. We'll just stay here for a minute. Relax the spine. Let everything go. Breathe deep breath. On your next inhale, deep breath in, and then engage the stomach. I want you to slowly, as you breathe out, unravel the spine, lifting up really nice and slow, head and shoulders up last. And we're going to stretch all the way up. Interlock your fingers. Well done. You come up nice and slow. But that blood flow to the brain can be nice and calming. But if you have got low blood pressure, just come up nice and slow. We're going to do a little side bend. So we're trying to hold the stretches, but I want you to breathe. So keep breathing. I want you to lower the heart rate, but lovely deep breaths. Back to the middle. Can we hold the other side for maybe 2 or 3 deep breaths? And you feel that lovely stretch. We're lengthening the arms, relaxing the shoulders away from your ears. And back to the middle. Super work. We're going to bring one leg out in front of you. Nice and straight. So that is the key. Doesn't matter how far you reach. You're going to try and lift through your upper body. Breathe in, exhale. Let's bring that chest towards the thigh, straight leg, maybe touching your toes, maybe just reaching for your shins or your quads. Relaxing here. I want you to feel the stretch on that straight leg. The more your toes are coming towards you, the more you're going to feel it, all the way down the back of the leg. Deep breath, 1 or 2 more. Really focus on breathing. Nice and long. Positive inhale, getting rid of any negativity on that exhale. Roll it up. And I say breath because stretching can be quite difficult. And we've got lots of males on this workout, which I love. And that is our, lovely feel-good community that may have never stretched properly before. So I hope you're feeling the difference. You hopefully will ache less. You'll reduce risks of injuries. You'll be increasing your flexibility. Your muscles will get nice and long and supple. Other side, doing the same. Straight leg, maybe aim for your toes. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. 1 more deep breath in. On the exhale, slowly rolling up back to seated. In your own time. We're going to just do a little bit for our arms. I'm going to show you standing, but stay seated. I'm just bringing one arm forward. Arm. Relax it shoulder height, but just stretch out all the biceps, The work we did at the beginning with our bands, our mobility and our bicep curls, just releasing out any tension here. Let's go for the other side. Hold, breathe. Can you all feel that down the front of your? If you do remember me next day or two with a few aches, play this back off YouTube. Just do a few stretches. We're going to do a lovely feel as our seated or standing cat-cow. Breathing in, open up the chest, arch through the back. Inhale, give yourself a massive hug. Round the back, give yourself a little rub, a little. Say well done to yourself. One more feel-good hug from me to all of you. Breathing in lots of positivity. Exhale, round the back. Give yourself a lovely hug. You deserve it. And we've got our feel-good finish. Seated or standing. You're going to take a lovely big positive inhale. Breathing in lots of positivity. Exhale any negativity, stress, anxiety. I hope you feel so much better than when you started. Those magical endorphins released with exercise. Breathe in lots of positivity. Hands meet at the top. Capture it all. Bring it down to your amazing heart center. Well done. Thank yourself. Take a minute to actually thank yourself for turning up today, for being so fabulous. I will be keeping this going even without Mommy being here. So I hope it encourages you to do seated or standing like I'm showing you. I am going to come and talk to everyone on my amazing Zoom team. And this is going to be saved on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Please, please share with your family and friends. I want to help as many people as I can. Lots and lots of love. I will just come on to Zoom very shortly. Let me just save